And you said you have been following football, the European football or the outside Asian
Yes.
football for quite a
Yeah.
while now. How different? And now since you have been involved in football in some form or the other at least in India, how
Right.
different are the cultures in your experience to what you have maybe seen and what happens here?
Uh, Look, it's something that I've explained quite a bit in the book as well. India's football dream. Predominantly, culture is what drives the sport. If you look at places, it's never been, somebody's put in gazillions of dollars, and that's what has driven the sport at the lowest level. Not at the elite level, but at the lowest level, is driven by wherever you found culture, the sport has thrived, and it's similar all across. Whether it's in the mines and the factories of Manchester, whether it's in Serbia, whether it's in France, whether it's in Kolkata, whether it's everywhere there's a community, and that community is kind of taken to football. It's never that one isolated person collects 11 people, they start playing football, and that kind of snowballs. It's never been that. Where there have been people, they have culture, and over a long period of time, those communities have taken to football. So that's one single uh, binding factor for how sport. Of course, everyone is at a different level altogether. India is doing exceptionally well uh, at the sport, but it's also the fact that we're such a huge country. The culture in Nepal might be similar for the following. It's the number one sport. Uh, to West Bengal to Northeast, barring possibly Assam or Tripura, the rest of them, it's their number one sport. So there are pockets here, but it's the number one sport in Nepal. Yeah, it's followed a lot in Bhutan, Bangladesh as well. It's really followed. It's a sport that a lot of people take to. So culture is similar. The it's how much professionalism, what's been done with the leagues, what's been done below the top leagues and the grassroots level that kind of separates most countries today. So we're running fast. There are countries that are running faster. So it's a question of that's the only thing I feel which is different. When you look at England or you look at Spain, that's 150 years of organized football, or at least 120 years of organized football. And then there's a lot of um, curation, there's a lot of shaping up the structure. We have a little bit of history as well, and we're still in that process of evolving.
Player-wise, it would have to be Steven Gerrard, just because again, before he became a journalist, he was someone I just admired massively in terms of the absolute complete footballer. I think if you were trying to make a footballer in a factory, it would be Steven Gerrard, someone who, I think JV Carragher summed it up best once when he said, Steven Gerrard's biggest strength is he doesn't have any weaknesses.
The stadium. I don't see really need to do that. Mainly such a big spending, but it's true that it would be a fantastic stadium. That's not bad, but you have to be careful, and mainly at this moment when we are going to face a very difficult time.